friends. It is Tuesday, March 2nd. It is 8:46 in the morning. I have been up an hour. I got up, I checked my blood sugar, I took a shower, I did my pills. I just edited yesterday's vlog and I'm waiting for it to export, and now we're filming. So, if you remember, last night I went to bed and my blood sugar was, I think, 136 and my ketones were 4.3. When I woke up this morning, my blood sugar was 118 and my ketones were 4. So, yay. Feels good. I think, and you guys will have to tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this means that like my liver is done dumping glucose. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what that means. I don't care what it means. I just seeing those low numbers is just like so good. Okay, so plan for the day is to finish my book. I'm on like 80%, and then film the video that I keep putting off, the card video, and then get that edited. And then I have another video I need to, like 2 more videos I need to get edited and uploaded, get all those scheduled. And then I need to sit down and figure out what I'm gonna film for the rest of the time. Like sit down, I have a content calendar. I need to sit down and plan it for March and figure out what's gonna happen. Yeah, I can't, and if I'm feeling okay and I still have time, I need to continue picking up the room. So I'll do that, but yeah, I'm such a huge way. Oh, I started the new urinary bladder control medicine today. I only took one. I mean, it's 1 pill a day, but I didn't put any in the rest of for the week because I want to make sure that this doesn't cause issues with my blood sugar. So I'm gonna take it. I just took it like probably 30 minutes ago. So I'm gonna, well, maybe not even 30 minutes ago. No, about 30 minutes ago. So I'm gonna go ahead and set an alarm for 2 hours and check it again. And if it's gone up a considerable amount, then I know it's that medication and I can call the doctor and be like, that's not gonna work. I looked as much as I could. There's like I couldn't find a drug page. I literally could not find a drug page. Normally when you Google it, it's one of the very first things that pops up, and this didn't. It was a bunch of different, like there was WebMD, there was the Mayo Clinic, there was like rx.com, but I couldn't find a drug page. Maybe I didn't look hard enough, but from everything I read, there didn't seem to be any talk about blood glucose. I even searched specifically the drug name, does it cause high glucose, and I didn't see anything. So, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed that it works and that there is no interaction. If there isn't, I'll continue taking it the rest of the week. My new computer should be here in the next couple of days. That's why I want to make sure everything is edited. All the files are deleted. That way when I transfer files, I'm not transferring huge files. But yeah, so I love you guys and I will see you later today. Roxy, is that you, mamas? What are you doing? Come here. Hey, come on. Hey guys, it is almost 10 p.m. on Tuesday, March the 2nd. This may be the last day of this fast. Whew, good. So earlier today, what time was that? I think it was 4:30, my blood sugar was 119. If it continues on the downward trend and my ketones get any higher, we're gonna end it. Plus, I'm like hungry today. Like, I'm like, how did I go 21 days? And now I'm really hungry, but oh, sure. I finally found like a really good source of information on long-term fasting on YouTube. If I can remember, I'll link it down below because it's a really long German name. But they've been clinical fasting for over 100 years, and they do long-term fasting, and she makes sure to specify the difference between the two. I hope I don't have to do a long-term fast anytime soon. 106. Okay, so I'm gonna test my ketones now, even though I know they will go lower overnight. Let's find a ketone strip, Misty. You guys, my blood sugar has not been this low since December 22nd. I think it was December 22nd. Maybe it was the 21st. It was the 21st. December 21st. That was the last time my blood sugar was this low. It's so crazy. And what sucks is since my body's not really used to it being this low, I'm like, whoa. This is like, whoa. Shoot. It's like, drink my blood. That was a very juicy blood drop. Drink it. Did it? 5? 4.1. Oh, okay. Well, that's not too bad. So it's only gone up one ketone, like a tenth of a ketone. But that has to be because I'm burning ketones. So we'll see what it is in the morning. Normally I wouldn't check my ketones this often, but you guys know that I try to be hyper vigilant about that number, especially with my blood sugar being low like this. It's like I want to make sure that I'm staying pretty low. So I may end the fast tomorrow if the ketones feel a bit higher and my blood sugar is a little bit lower. I may end the fast tomorrow just because I'm fucking hungry. Like, I'm so fucking hungry. I want food so bad I can't stand it. And it's physical too. Like, my stomach has growled all gosh darn day. I have felt hungry, like physical hunger all day. And one of the doctors at that clinic I was telling you about, they did like when to end a fast, and he specifically said if you have physical hunger pains, then you should think about ending a fast. So I don't know, we'll see how I feel in the morning. Again, I'm kind of wishy-washy on this fast, but I think I want to be done with this for a little while. Like I probably won't long-term fast again until like July. Lord willing, and the blood sugar stays low, and I stick to what I'm doing, because I'm in month 3 of not having any carbohydrates that I shouldn't have, meaning grains, rice, pasta, chips, potatoes, anything like that. I mean, you guys have seen what I've eaten the last couple of fasts. It's basically been cauliflower and fathead dough. And I think Keto Cricket mentioned maybe it's the mustard that you're craving for the potassium, but that's not it. Because I'm also craving, like, I have pickled cauliflower and I'm just craving cauliflower. Pickled cauliflower, raw cauliflower, potato salad. Like, I am just craving like a raw cauliflower like nobody's business. So we will see tomorrow morning if this is a fast that I'm going to keep going. It would be nice. I've said every single fast I've done, I would like to give my body a week of being low, but at the same time, I have to be realistic and know that if my blood sugar is getting too low and my ketones are getting too high, that's actually not a good idea for me. What else was I going to say? I don't know. I just lost my train of thought. So I've been watching a ton of fasting videos again today, and just, reinforcing that I need to listen to my body, and I have to trust my body and trust that process. I'm considering getting a heavy metal test. I've listened to 2 different doctors now talk about neurotoxins that are released when you fast and how hair loss can be from a neurotoxin. So if you lose hair while fasting, and I have, you guys, like this, I have. So I may consider getting a heavy metal test. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah. I watched, what was her name? Is it Elizabeth Gillespie? That talked about the, 500 calories a day. I just don't think I can do that. I just don't think I can do that. Like, to me, that feels more restrictive than fasting, which is probably a mind fuck, but it's like, I would rather just not eat at all than have to, like, just be that. But the only thing I figured, I was like, okay, I could probably do that if I have a bulletproof coffee. So I do 2 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream, 2 tablespoons of butter, and then probably 1 stevia packet to 20 ounces of coffee. So if I could do a bulletproof coffee for those 2 days and still stay in a fasted state, that's something I would do. And you guys know, I've done a fat fast before. It's not easy on me because I don't have a gallbladder. But Dr. Mindy, and like I said, it's Dr. Mindy Pelz, P-E-L-Z, she talked about in a video tonight about how to kind of switch up your fasting. So do every other day for a while, and then do 2 days on, 2 days off for a while, and then do like autophagy fasting, and where you standard 20 proteins a day. And then so I'm like, that's actually, I mean, it's kind of the same thing as like carb cycling. She talks about protein cycling and carb cycling. And so it's just going to be, again, this is the year of experimentation. Whatever gets me to the finish line, like I said, I would love it if I was no longer diabetic by the end of the year. But if we're close and I have to go into the new year, okay, fine, I have to go into the new year. But someone left a comment tonight that my glucose is stubborn, but I'm more stubborn. And yes, yes. When I put my mind to something, there's not a whole lot that's going to stand in my way unless it's just total failure. So I'm tired. I'm tired of living with this disease. I'm tired of having to poke myself, 1,000 times a day, or to wear that stupid CGM that pisses me off. And I'm tired of paying for testing supplies. I'm like, I am just so over it. And I saw somebody leave a comment. I don't remember. I think it might have been Dr. Barry's video I was telling you about the other day. And she was like, if I put my diabetes in remission, can I go back to eating over 100 carbs a day? And I was like, I don't know that I would even be able to. I know that you can start building back up your carbs, but for me, it would really depend upon, what my body does and what my body says it can or cannot handle. So, yeah. I filmed my card today, and what else did I do? I don't remember, actually. Fucking Texas governor. Oh my God, is he a fucking moron? 2% of the state has been vaccinated. Even if 2%, that might just be generous. But he lifted the max mandate, and he's opened everything back up. And are you kidding me? Just because we've started to trend down, now you think it's a good idea to open everything the fuck back up? And people on Twitter under it was like, well, you still can wear a mask. But this is going to talk about super spreaders. Talk about these influencers having these super spreader parties. The whole fucking state of Texas is about to be a super spreader party. And we're coming up on spring break too. Oi. I can't. It's like you didn't fuck up Texas enough with the snowstorm. Like you didn't hurt enough people because of the energy crisis with the snowstorm. And now you want to kill people with COVID. So I really hope this is his only term, because he is an absolute dipshit, fucking piece of shit bastard. Oi. Sorry, you may like him. I don't care. Anybody that sits in a wheelchair and is set in privilege and then passes a law that denies that privilege to people who are underserved is an asshole. And he deserves to rot his ass in hell. Rot in hell. If you don't know what I'm talking about, he passed a law that would allow social workers to deny people with disabilities and members of the LGBTQ plus communities service if they want to. Just because. And it's like, you are in a wheelchair. Have you lost your ever-loving fucking mind? Boy, him and Ted Cruz can go get on the same boat in Cancun for all I care. All these, it's like half the state of Texas is like intelligent, and it's like, yay, you know, wow, thanks for, you know, making this even worse. And the other half is like, hell yeah, I don't have to wear my mask. And it's like, really? And it's like, there's like 600,000 people in Dallas County on the waiting list to get a vaccine. And I'm like, oi. And I know Biden's saying that there's going to be enough by like April, but it's like, oi. Sorry. It's just so completely disheartening to see the level of selfishness that has happened to this nation. It's just, I don't remember who I was talking to the other day. And I was like, and it's not just young people either. You got older people who are just, and it's like, you guys lived through these wars. You know, you lived through some of them are still alive from World War II. You lived through the Korean War. You lived through the Vietnam War. You lived through Operation Desert Storm. You lived through the last war. You've lived through 9/11. It's like we lived through all of those things, and people came together. We came together for a common cause. And we are the only fucking country in this goddamn planet that can't get their shit together because, God forbid, someone has to wear a mask to go to the goddamn grocery store. And don't talk to me about populations. It's not about populations. It's about people coming together for the greater good. And the greater good is to eradicate this virus. And we cannot do that until people get their shit together and we all do what we need to do to make it go away. But opening up one of the largest states in the nation ain't how you do that. Spoiler alert, that's not how that works. There's like 3,000 new cases a day in Dallas County. But he's okay with opening it back up. I just don't even understand it. And someone's like, this is purely political. It's 100% political. He's coming up on a re-election year. He better not get re-elected. God dang. Anyway, that's enough of my rant. I'm gonna go to bed. So yeah, I will let you guys know tomorrow, in tomorrow's video, if I'm gonna keep fasting or if I need to stop. And you will know because that video will either be called day 10 or day 1 refeed. But yeah, so I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.